Hey everyone, this is Marcia Gallardo with the Spring Hill Public Library, here to bring you a story time since we can't get together, and sharing with you one of my favorite books, A Regular Flood of Mishap by Tom Birdseye, illustrated by Megan Lloyd with permission by Holly House Publishing. And this is how it goes. I've lived here on Mossy Rock Creek all my life, 6 years. But now I'm leaving for good. It's true. My name is Amma Bean, and you heard it right. I've packed that old suitcase that Aunt Etta Bean gave me last Christmas, and I'm skedaddling out of here like a frog off a hot frying pan because my family doesn't love me anymore. And I can't blame them. You see, I goofed. I didn't mean to make such a terrible mess, though. I was just trying to help. It all started when I was down by the creek, and I spied Grandpa Bean's fishing pole propped up on a rock. Why, I'm a bean, I said to myself. Grandpa Bean has gone off and plumb forgotten his fishing pole. So I ran on over and picked that pole up, and wouldn't you know, Grandpa Bean had plumb forgotten his fishing line, too. Well, it was dangling in the water like it had nothing else to do. Better take that line to him as well, I'm a bean, I said to myself. I was just trying to help. A fishing pole's not much more than a long stick without it, now is it? So I commenced to reel that line in. Well, wouldn't you know, Grandpa Bean had plumb forgotten he had a hook tied to the end of that line, and it sure seemed snagged. So I took a good hold of Grandpa Bean's pole, and I cranked and I yanked. Oh, but that hook just refused to come loose. Well, wouldn't you know, Grandpa Bean had plumb forgotten about that big log on the creek bottom. I reckoned his fishing hook was stuck in that thing as sure as a pig's like mud. I'm a bean, I said to myself. This calls for a little more oomph. I was just trying to help. So I put my feet up on a big rock, and I took a big breath, and I closed my eyes real tight, and I heaved, and I hauled, and I grunted like a big old fat hog. And then I gave one big, huge, humongous pull, and directly I heard something hit the water. And I opened up my eyes and discovered it was me. Water was everywhere right about then, coming up way over my head. So spitting and sputtering, grumbling and muttering, I swam to the shore and climbed up on the bank, dragging Grandpa Bean's fishing line behind me. Oh, wouldn't you know, that line wasn't stuck in the big log like I thought it was. Grandpa Bean had plumb forgotten that he had some bait on the end of that hook of his. He'd gone and caught himself a big old catfish. Heavens to Bean, Amma, I said to myself, you better get that fish on home for fixing. I was just trying to help. Grandpa Bean will be as excited as a fly at a marmalade picnic when he sees this catfish. Yum, howdy-hoo. And then I saw Grandpa Bean's fishing pole. Broke in two. Dear me, oh my, black clouds fly my troubles in the sky. I'd goofed. So I ran home real quick to get that piece of string to try and tie that fishing pole back together. Oh, but wouldn't you know, I'd plumb forgotten that Daddy, people on Mossy Rock Creek call him Garbanzo Bean, had wrapped that string real tight around the barnyard gate for a reason, to keep it closed. Oh, and when I untied it, the gate swung open, and out galloped Hester the mule like kids at Christmas. Right through the clothesline he went, dragging it and Mama Lima Bean's wash behind him. Oh, I'll get him, Daddy. Don't cry, Mama, I yelled. I was just trying to help. Whoa, Hester, whoa! Oh, but Hester didn't whoa. So I grabbed Brother Chili Bean's bicycle to help chase that mule down. Oh, wouldn't you know, I'd plumb forgotten that the front tire on Chili's bicycle needed a new whatchamacallit, or a whatchamacallit, from when he'd run it into the pig trough. Well, I got no more than 1 foot shy, 2 feet going, when the front wheel came off that bike and took off on its own like it had a previous engagement. I was thrown, face foremost, into the cabbages and carrots and taters and tomatoes Mama had pulled from the garden cart, which then began to roll. But I was just trying to help, I yelled.
as that fast-moving garden cart almost ran over Daddy and sent Mama and Brother Chillybean diving into the bushes. Me and those cabbages and carrots and taters and maters were swerving down the road like a snake in a cactus patch, gaining on Hester the mule and all that laundry faster than a cow can say moo to you too. Oh, a regular flood of mishap it was. Things were beginning to look kind of wild. But wouldn't you know, things can always get wilder. I'd plumb forgotten it was market day, and just as I reached rocket ship speed and was running within a curly-haired stretch of Hester the mule, around the bend came Sister Pinto Bean and Grandpa Bean in the farm truck, which was all loaded up with apples. Yep, wild indeedy, I said to myself, and I knew for sure it was true. So I yelled at Grandpa Bean that he'd plumb forgotten his fishing pole, and I was just trying to help, but maybe he'd better get that farm truck out of the way before I explained it all. Oh, wouldn't you know, he did just that. Oh, dear me, oh my, black clouds fly my troubles in the sky. I'd goofed. So about that time is when I decided to leave Mossy Rock Creek for good. I bailed out of that garden cart, and cabbages and carrots and taters and maters flying every which way, and I ran home flea-hop fast through the woods and packed my suitcase. Gotta find a new family, Amma Bean, I said to myself. You've gone and broke Grandpa Bean's fishing pole and let out Hester the mule and tore down Mama's clothesline and broke Brother Chillybean's bike even worse than it was, and dumped those cabbages and carrots and taters and maters and run Sister Pinto Bean and Grandpa Bean and the family apples off the road. Oh, it's a terrible mess, a regular flood of mishap. No one will love you anymore. And then I started to cry because I knew it was true. But wouldn't you know, I'd plumb forgotten. In my family, you're always family, even when you goof. The end.